All right, let's get into it. We are doing a special Super Smash Bros. 64 stream. I found out that on April 26th, 1999 was the actual North American launch of Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64. So definitely a huge game, with a big following. After this game on Nintendo 64, that was followed up with Super Smash Bros. Melee on the Nintendo GameCube, Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Nintendo Wii. I was lucky enough to play on that, not play, but actually launch that game in 2008, which is pretty cool here in Toronto. That was then followed by Super Smash Bros. Wii U and on Nintendo 3DS, which had cross compatibility, and then finally with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is on the Nintendo Switch to this day. So really going into the time capsule again, bringing it back to 1999 to show some old school Smash. This definitely changed a lot of what the fighting game and party community was looking at and playing at that given time. I remember before this, it was pretty much the 2D fighters with Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, games like that you would find in the arcades. So this really, opened up, and started a whole different genre of fighting games. So, we're getting into some of the classic, games over here. So with that being said, what we'll do is we'll play through some classic. We will play through some of the break the targets and race to the finish, and just kind of talk about, some of the game mechanics that, started off with this, and it should be pretty interesting. Now, in terms of breaking it down, in terms of what we're running on right now, I will show you the larger gameplay screen here. Does seem to be some kind of scan lines going on here. The reason why the resolution isn't as sharp is I'm not running an emulator. I'm actually running this off Nintendo Wii. So Nintendo Wii had this as a launch, or not a launch, but as a virtual console title on the Nintendo Wii when that opened up in 2006, around that time. So that is hooked up to my Nintendo Wii, which is over to my right. That has a HDMI adapter, not the original auxiliary adapter that's hooked up there. So that may be causing some of the resolution issues that we're having over here. The other thing is, because of that, we are using the Nintendo Wii controller. Bring that back up here. Right, you got the Nintendo Wii controller, and which is plugged into the Wii Pro controller. And the reason why I'm using this is you can use this to move the hand instead of using the IR sensor. You could actually use the joystick to sort of move that around. So that's how I booted it up. So watch, I can press the home button here. There you go. And that will take me to the Wii menu if I want. So I'll just show you that whole experience from the get-go. So as you can see, again, the Nintendo Wii menu up onto the right. I'm using the Pro controller. I'm going to go over to the Smash channel on the Virtual Console, pull that up, and start the game. All right. Switch over back into full screen mode. It says you need a classic controller, so the other funny thing is I'm actually going to be using a Smash branded GameCube controller. So we're really playing across 3 different generations. We're playing the N64 game with a GameCube controller on the Nintendo Wii, which is kind of crazy, but we're going to get to it right now. If there's any particular characters that you'd like to see, please let me know. Otherwise, again, I will just jump in. I will pick my main, and we'll go 5 lives, very hard, sure, why not. So this is the original roster that we're looking at right now. A couple of the things that you'll notice is that all the characters are unlocked. Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff are not characters that you get from the jump, so you do need to unlock them through a variety of different playstyles. I believe Captain Falcon, you need to beat the game as quickly as possible. Jigglypuff, I think you just beat the game once. Ness, you need to do you need to beat all the break the targets. And Luigi, I can't recall, but again, there are very specific requirements to unlock these characters, but everyone is unlocked here. I'll just go with the standard Samus skin here. Samus versus Link. So classic mode, all of these are predetermined fights. There is no randomness to how and when each of them spawn. You will always face Link first. So I'm going to run off to the side, and there's no aerial charging. So if you notice that I did do a bit of a a shot in the air, and that was because I was trying to land and charge, but there is no, yikes, as I'm trying to connect here, there is no way to charge in the air. So if you press the B button in the air, you're just going to shoot just like that. Something they did update again in later versions of Super Smash Bros. So I'm going to take cover over here, charge up my charge beam here, and let's go ahead and take Link on. One thing you'll notice in this game as well compared to a lot of the others is the hit stun. And what I mean by that, it's the duration of how long you're stunned after you get struck. So hit stun, you get hit and you get stunned. So that whole duration there while it was up in the air, and even right now, I'm shaking out of it and I wasn't able to pop out. So that's one thing that this game is notorious for, being able to combo. And I got cleaned off with that capsule. Drop some nairs on him. Now it is tough going back to a game like this because I'm used to the full kit from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which, again, some of the moves are non-existent. The hit stun is definitely a big factor here. That guy, and we clipped him off with the green shell. Alright, so we got some very basic stats here. Again, a lot of this has been revamped significantly in the later games. So we'll go through the Yoshi team. Now there are 18 Yoshi sprites that are going to be spawned on the stage, but there are some funny elements to this where if you do specific moves, it may be an instant kill. So screw attack, for example. Up air not doing much. Let's try the back air. The other thing is that they'll actually kill themselves as well. Forward smash kills, dash attack does not kill, down smash seems to kill, back air killed. So you notice, yeah, dash attack doesn't kill. Let's try the screw attack again. That works. Forward tilt somehow worked. This is such a trip playing this game after so long. Right now, I actually pressed side B thinking that I was going to missile. They didn't introduce the missiles and side specials until Super Smash Bros. Melee on GameCube on 2001. So that's another thing too. You know, it's like reaching for a phantom button or a phantom move when those don't exist. Triple kill. Let's go. Oh, forgot about that red shell and how you can hurt yourself, but red shell did the job there. And all these funny bonuses that they kind of toss in the game. Now this is one stage that was one of the biggest and most annoying back in the day because it's cool that it's like, you know, pretty close to, well, it's not true to scale. It's definitely still smaller than what it would be from a Starship perspective, but they made Corneria significantly smaller in future games. I feel like I need to play like slightly delayed, and I don't know if it's the input delay or if it's just the buffering of the game, but definitely, again, a learning curve. I find, no, you don't. Give me that Pokeball. Yeah, I definitely find, you know, going back after playing a newer title, it's pretty difficult. Let's see if I can hit with the back air. I'm looking for moves, both offensive and defensive moves that just don't exist in this iteration of the game, but, you know, again, I keep jumping there, thinking that I could charge in the air, which I can't. So, dash attack. Whoa. And that killed. So even things like that where you think that, yo, Bearded Builds, what's good? Chillin', man. Thanks for joining the stream, playing some old school Smash today. Let's go. Yeah, like the extreme delay in that side smash and him actually dying from being star KO'd in the back is not something that I expected, but, you know, something very different. What's good, Bearded Builds? Are you a Smash fan? Is this something you played with the fam and friends back in the day? This is definitely something I used to rock as couch co-op with my cousins. I remember when I went over to my cousin's house and he said that he had a new fighting game. I didn't know what he was talking about, and lo and behold, this is what it was. So definitely a big one for me. Oops. Let's go. Complete. 20 seconds. Not bad. We'll take that 30k perfect score. We got DK as the ally. Let's go. Mario Bros. I still actually haven't seen the Mario movie, which I'm ashamed to say, but definitely need to watch that. I was out of town when it debuted. Trying to get my boy DK a hand here. Definitely a fan. I suck though. Yeah, man. It doesn't matter if you suck, right? It's just there's so many different characters in the game. There's, you know, I think that's the power of what this was. And the funny thing about this, I'm not sure if you knew, but so this was developed by a game called HAL Labs, a company that was ran by the late president, former president Satoru Iwata. So him and Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of this game, and the creators of Kirby, the Kirby series, they started this series, this fighting game with very, very basic, you know, sprites and stuff like that. And it was a good game, don't get me wrong. The prototype, from what I heard, but what it didn't have was star power. So what they wanted to do is they brought it to Nintendo and they said, "Yo, can we borrow some of your IP? Can we borrow some of your characters to skin onto these, you know, random, you know, sprites that we created?" And they actually said no. Like they didn't want to use, like, you know, Zelda, Pikachu, Samus, Captain Falcon, any of this stuff. Um, but from what I read or saw online, I believe they just went with it anyway. They went ahead and they used the Nintendo characters onto these sprites. They showed it to, I think, Sakurai and Yamuchi, whoever was in charge at that time, and they were actually impressed with the fact that how good the characters looked and how the game played. Of course, there had to be some tweaking, you know, during that time. But this game was actually not even something that was supposed to be. So now one of the biggest game franchises in the world. Right, let's see if I can keep my friends alive here. I'm gonna go ahead and charge up this guard shot. Trying to hit him with some tilts. Again, I'm playing this like I'm playing ultimate, but that should not be the case. I'm okay. Let's go. Now this DK has some crazy armor. Let's go. Drop an air on him. Oh, we tried to make it clap. Kill my partners, bro. Oh, as I say, jinx. Commentator's curse, rather. Is he gonna hit the barrel? No barrel. All right, we still got Yoshi alive. Now, if you protect both your friends, I think you get a bonus here called DK Defender. But the points don't really matter much, to be honest. So we'll move forward. Board the platforms. Let's go. All right, Samus, super floaty. Can't remember if that's when I get later or now, but we'll go ahead and make our way over here. I could always get that later. That's one. Should be one more. That's the other. Let's get up here. Or not. Come on. Okay, full jump. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Patience. I know what I'm doing here. Alright, we're gonna roll through this bumper. There you go. Alright, so we will... Nope, that was a double jump. Gotta make sure I got all 3 jumps here, so... Whoa. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. And complete at the 1 minute mark. Now, I'm going to say straight up, break the targets and what we just did, board the platforms, is something they definitely need to bring back. I think that they should have had this as DLC because they definitely had, these mini games and stuff like that in Super Smash Bros. Melee. They had the Subspace Emissary in Brawl, and they had some kind of side games and stuff like that in the previous iteration, which is really, I guess, like very close to what Ultimate is. But the fact that, the newer game has that World of Light, which I'm personally not too much a big fan of. I think they need to bring more of these like mechanical, platforming kind of style stuff back to Smash as side events. But that's my personal opinion. All right. Now the Kirby team, I believe they have abilities from a few of the key characters in the past. So you got DK winding up his giant punch there. Link. I like how he tanks that entire hit. Box. And that brick move, dangerous. And I don't know how, but that drill is beating my screw attack somehow. Sit down, bro. Alright, let's work our way back here. Back throw. Back throw. Is this OG Kirby or is there Jigglypuff? Oh no. Is that it? Oh, he's taunting too? Bro. Again. And can we make it? Yeah, we got this. But he got the maximum tomato. I think this dude's gonna kill me. Alright. Wow! I extended my arm with a jab and he just raw up smashes me. This AI though. Alright, let's punish this. And oh, I guess that's all she wrote. Full power, throw down. Alright, we got a Samus Ditto. We are on planet Zebes, I think. Now I'm gonna try and actually spike Samus into the lava here. In your face. Come on. Jeez. Grab. There we go. Come on. Alright, I'll get her on the next one. Come on. Back through. Alright, let's go. Come on. I think the back throw will kill. Oh no. Okay, we'll let her get that health. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, what? I don't know how she broke out of that stun, but sure. Wow, raw charge shot. Point blank, too. Yo, she's ruthless. So am I. Take that. And the Pokeball optimally placed with the Beedrill Storm. Let's go. Get out there. Into the Beedrills. Bang. Oh, what? Back air? Backdoor kill? See ya. Alright, we got him. Her, rather. Bearded Builds, let me know what character you'd like me to pick next. If there's any fan favorites from your childhood, I'll definitely try and bring them back to life. Now, with Metal Mario, I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can play back throw off the edge. It's crazy stun there. Immediately Metal Mario Tornado, and that's it. Yikes. Immediately Mario tornadoing out of the back air. So I'll probably have to rack up some damage first to launch Metal Mario a little bit more. All right, let's charge this cannon here. And I will charge and roll. Because Metal Mario just throwing right now. Roll, mother. No regard for my moves whatsoever. Just eating through with that armor. The roll game though. Now he's taunting on me. Let's get this hammer though. Bring it. Let's go. Let's go. Two more hits. Okay. Back throw. Come on. He gets the back throw. And it's so deep. And look how like comically like far I am from the stage right now. Like the stages, the blast zones are way too far where, you know, there's no reason why I should, you know, be technically already dead laterally, but have to die vertically. That should be it. Yeah. All right. What do we got? Fighting Poly, a race to the finish. Again, something that they got to bring back. They got to bring back more of these mini games, these things to kind of break up the monotony of just straight up fights in the game. And again, didn't really like World of Light. You know, they just kind of hit you up against different, you know, themed. Look at this. I got to pay attention to what's going on here. Yeah, different themed interactions and stuff through like a board game. And you get these spirits that you kind of assign to like change your attributes. I mean, I don't think that's core to what this game is. I think that's, you know, it would be cool if they brought this back because, yeah, I think it shows more about like the technical, like how well you know your character, movement of the character, like, you know, can you hit these targets? Can you board those platforms? Can you, you know, avoid as much as you can while racing to the finish? I think are things that they got to bring back to the fundamentals of the side games in Smash rather. But yeah, I digress. But let's bruck up these polygons. You got Link polygon behind me. Pikachu, DK, this is either Yoshi or Kirby or Jigglypuff rather. Mario or Ness. Maybe Luigi even. That's Falcon. So these polygons are ultimately, from my understanding, you know, what the original game was prior to them getting, you know, deciding to include the Nintendo characters in it. So let's get this tomato. Let's get this Pokeball. Got Ness. Samus, Falcon. Fox. That accordion-looking dude is Kirby. That one right there. I think that's Link. It's definitely Pikachu. This little weird pointy-faced dude. Excuse me. That big boy there up there is DK, of course. This little Jigglypuff, though. See ya. Let's go. Let's get back to stage. Yeah, it's Mario or Ness. That's Samus. Tell by the up air and the back air there. It's float back to stage here. Alright, we live in. We got Yoshi coming through. Ooh. Axe kick. I'll take that. Heart power up. Thank you. Back throw kill. Another back throw kill. Wow, this is Kirby. Just get over here. Come on. Get over here. Get over here. I can do this all day. Only Captain America. Look at this guy, just jump, double jumping for days, for no reason. Look at this. How long? Okay, finally. But, yeah. Dude was just jumping on the platform over and over again. Only to get a Maxim tomato to get backyard. But, here we go. Master Hand, let's do this. The original Final Destination, which they only released as a playable stage in Super Smash Bros. Melee in 2001. Just a straight up flat stage, no distractions. Ooh. Immediately, 20%. So I can jump to avoid this guy. Dead there. Watch out for the guns. Bang. Watch out here. About a 30% hit, so we'll do that again. Watch out for slap. As I say that, boom, delayed kill. Again, star KO, super late. Drill. Alright. Again, somehow, with a delayed star KO. No you. No you. Tried to hit me with the those bullets, but I hit him with the charge shot instead. All right. Very hard clear. Look at that. 350k. And again, the Samus figure drops to the desk for another day. And the Master Hand leaves. There you go, director Masahiro Sakurai, the GOAT. He, again, stayed consistent throughout all of the Smash iterations. He was the creator, the father of Smash. So again, any of the Smash Directs that came out on the launch were all pretty much done by him. And yeah, he stuck it through. But we could just press start. There's also kind of a little game we could kind of press and shoot, you know, these little things, and it tells you what they worked on. So this Beltrinin, localization, debug support, yada yada yada. So they had a lot of these little like target games and stuff at the end of all or most of the Smash titles. Thank you for playing. So you see the Samus power suit helmet there with Samus in the reflection, and that's all she wrote. That was, again, first playthrough solely with Samus on the standard, or no, not even standard, 5-stock, very hard mode, playing through the classic mode. So a couple other things that we have over here. We'll go ahead and press start and go into, I believe it's versus, no. Where is, here we go, bonus 1 practice and bonus 2 practice. So we can go, and these are what I was talking about in terms of what they've taken away from some of the other games. So again, if we go to break the targets, it's exactly what it sounds like. Targets scattered throughout. Come on, we can do it. But I think these are, you know, there's people that speedrun this kind of stuff, and it shows, you know, how well, you know, people can, how well people have control over their main, over their character and their kit. So again, I think that this is personally something that they should bring back. Come on. Boom. Yo, Lighter Bandit. What's good? Going over some Smash 64. Again, it is the anniversary of the game, which came out on April 26, 1999. Talking about how modes like this, Break the Targets, is something they took away, and how I think that they should bring them back because I think it shows how well, you know, people know their characters, and I definitely don't because I overshot that. But in any case, it kind of shows you. Oh, sorry, I noticed that I'm in the wrong screen here. Yeah, it like this mode specifically shows how well people know their character, and what moves to, you know, to use. Look at this. I bet not a lot of people knew that you can punch through, but that's pretty, you know what I mean? That's one of those things where, you know, once you start getting to speedrunning and you're knowing what your character is able to do, it's pretty dope, you know, to be able to see those types of things. What the mobility of each character has. Oh, and I just missed the up kick. But in any case, they definitely got to bring back these break the targets back. And I mean, in my mind, like, there's no reason why they couldn't have done that in like some type of DLC or something to that effect. I feel that, you know, this would make for really cool, I don't know, replay value in my mind, of different ways to play and different ways to speed run. Like, I would love to watch, you know, people breaking the targets and seeing how quickly they did that. I know that it's definitely something in the Melee community, I find, and I guess like the 64 community to some degree. Oh, I'm failing on this target here. There we go. So there's two more. One thing you could do is you could pause, and you could see where everything is. And after I beat this, I'll show everyone again what we're working with here. There we go. So if you're only tuning in now, I said it's kind of crazy what I'm doing with this setup today. Again, with the anniversary of Super Smash Bros. On 64. So first and foremost, I'm playing Smash 64. Like, the game itself, Smash 64, is from Nintendo 64, right? That came out in 1999, April 26th, as we mentioned. The controller that I'm using is a GameCube controller. It's a Smash GameCube controller, which was released with Smash 4. Now, the system that I'm actually using is a Wii, a Nintendo Wii, and the reason why I'm able to do that is when the Nintendo Wii came out, they released something called the Virtual Console, which is basically their way of integrating emulators onto the console itself, so you can download, again, NES, Super NES. I think there was some Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, and Nintendo 64 games that are available on here. Not unlike the Nintendo Switch Online, but so far there's no Smash 64. But I do have Smash 64 on Wii. So it's crazy how I'm playing a Nintendo 64 game with a Nintendo 64 controller on the Wii console. You know, I'm 3 generations of Nintendo to get this running for you. But in any case, we'll get back to it and we'll do some more classic. Actually, no, let's do some Board the Platforms. All right, let's go with, let's try Pika. This broadcast is cringe and sus. Worst game ever. It's definitely not the best Smash game, but we're going over it just because of the, again, Smash anniversary that I just found out about today, April 26, 1999. But thanks for joining. Who's that here? YouTube hater. Nobody wants to watch this. Well, there are people watching it, so thanks for that though. Appreciate you supporting and engaging in the chat. Who cares? Maybe you, because you're on the stream and you're watching right now. So thanks for being here and giving me a couple more views. Appreciate it. Let's go. Hey, and we got this. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go through some classic. And let's go with Mario. Let's just go OG. Lighter Bandits wanting to know, and that the message are coming from YouTube. And he's saying the broadcast is bad and I don't even have a life. But you know what? The broadcast is the broadcast, and I do have a life. I actually work in esports, so thanks for tuning in. I don't need my mom to approve my broadcast because I don't live with her. So thanks for, again, all this. This is some of the most engaging chat that I've had so far. So it's awesome that that they're tuning in. I'll appreciate that, Lighter Bandit. It's all good. Again, you know you made it when you have haters. So it's cool that this person is actually validating my my sense of being right now. Right? Cringe broadcast. The fact that this person is saying cringe and spending the time here with me is awesome. I love the hate. But we'll go ahead and we will Merc. Look how quickly that Mario Tornado kills these Yoshis. Like, it's really weird how they coded this particular match or challenge, I guess. In any major, you know, or I guess any regular sense of the game, there's no way that a Mario Tornado would kill Yoshi. Like, Yoshi is such a heavy character that Yoshi could probably even tank the entire down Mario Tornado. One thing though that they did is they changed Mario Tornado. So in Smash Ultimate, the down special is no longer the Mario Tornado, it's the Flood. So the only way to do a Mario Tornado is now the down aerial, but it does not do the same kind of vacuum effect. Let's get away from the Snorlax right now. Into that Nair. Ooh. Sure you can. And is this it? One more? Let's get this Pokeball. What do we got? An Onyx? Let's just grab. We'll just go for a grab. What is he saying? You're not approved. Money is not your friend. Well, I think you mean friend, not friends. So you're wrong there with your English. So thanks for that. I work full time. I have a salary and a side hustle, and I do this for fun. So thanks, YouTube hater. The good thing about this hater, the last name too, is that's actually spelled wrong, and the last name of the person who's the voice actor for who's that? I think Solid Snake in the Metal Gear series, David Hayter. So maybe that's a play on words, and if that is the case, then kudos to you for using that name. Look how delayed that up smash kill was. Again, and this is also again one of those stages that I mentioned where the blast zone is like ridiculously and comically far. Like, you can be thrown off the stage and be deemed dead without actually dying because you need to fall to your death. So that's definitely something that they rejigged, where the blast zone ceiling on this stage and the floor, you know, are way too high. Let's go. Grab. Mario Tornado. Wow, the up smash, or up air rather, broke through a special. That's another thing that was definitely changed. Damn. That's the one thing that they definitely changed in the later later versions of the game. So in this, you know, there are instances where you could be DK and you're coming through with a harder attack, and you could be interrupted by a light or a jab or anything like that. So later on, as the Smash games kind of evolved through the next generations. Depending on the move that you use, each of them has a kind of different level of armor. So, a smasher will be able to tank a jab, which really made heavies, a lot more viable in the game for sure. What do we have here? Axel Tovar. Has this game aged well? It depends. I think that, I play a lot of Ultimate, so personally, I don't think this game aged well in the sense of um, hit stun. I find like the combo game in this, it's there's a lot more true combos, and hit stun that allow you to have a different type of combo game. I like the fact that they added a lot more defensive mechanics and other types of stuff in the newer iterations of the game. Um, so I don't know. I know there's some people that are diehard, to this particular version, and they don't like all the new mechanics that were added into the new Smash games. But personally, I don't think it's that bad. Um, it's definitely good from a nostalgia perspective, and um, it definitely. I can't even get up on this platform here. Hold on, let's go out and then in. There we go. It definitely started a new genre, that's for sure, of platform fighter kind of games. In quality and in visual, that's hard to say as well. I mean, I think that you know when you think about any game that came out around this time, on the Nintendo 64, on um, even on the PlayStation for its time, we were going through a transition of, 32-bit or 16-bit even into the 64-bit era, right? So I think that because they kind of shifted away from that full-on 2D to this like polygonal, 3D types of models, like there are a lot of jaggies. So you can see a lot of that like around the edges and how sharp. Look at Mario's fists, for example. Like in new games, you'll see every detail of the fist, fingers, even thumbs and stuff like that, which you don't see in this game, right? But for its time, you know what I mean. This was definitely like groundbreaking. Keep in mind, you know what I mean. This was following The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which came out a year before that. This was following Super Mario 64, which came out 3 years before this. So definitely a lot of stuff over here. I love this YouTube hater over here saying that a lot of the games that I'm playing aren't approved, but you can technically stream anything you want. I own all these games, so it's not like I'm pirating anything. As I mentioned, this is running on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console, so not sure what they're talking about there. And something about a broadcast violation and stuff like that, so I don't know, maybe there's some attention on the stream. Did I watch the movie Lighter Bandit? No, I actually haven't seen the Mario movie yet. Um, I was out of town when it came out, and everyone that I know already watched it, so I might just kind of watch it. Wait for it to come out later on. But I heard good things about it. Mixed. I know there's mixed reviews in regards to the Mario movie, but I imagine again it's good for a lot of other people. Do I think the Ooh, he's gone. People are haters, but I loved it. Yeah, everyone that I know that watched it said that it was really good. So I agree. The other thing too is, a lot of people that are maybe review bombing that movie and stuff like that, like they're all adults. It's kind of like, yo, this is a movie made for kids, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, sure, like, you could say it ruined your childhood or whatever, but if you watched it, they got their money. The other thing too is, it literally is from a box office standpoint, people are like, how did it make so much money? The way that I see it is that if you went there and you wanted to watch it, you watched it, right? Here, I'll get into my rant over here. I'll stand on my soapbox. If you went to the movie theater and you actually watched the movie because you wanted to go watch it, then they got your money. Now, if you went to the theaters and maybe the movie that you wanted to watch, like John Wick or something else that was maybe that was sold out or they didn't have a showtime for you, if Mario was available then you could be like, well, yo, like I'll watch a Mario movie, like it's convenient, I can go watch it too. So literally for anyone, I think, adults, kids, couples, would be able to enjoy that movie. So I think that is what resulted in, that the success of the movie and the continued success of that there. Now we have a question from Alex Tovar. Do you think there will ever be a Smash Bros. 6? So I'm going to get into this one a little bit deeper, but I guess like it's pretty simple. I don't think there will be a brand new Smash game. I don't think that Smash. I think Smash Ultimate is near perfect, minus Steve being broken and banned right now. So they definitely need to work on that patch. Um, no Subspace Emissary or single player campaign. Again, World of Light. doo-doo to me. I don't think that it's I personally don't think it's worth um, sacrificing Subspace Emissary, break the targets, race to the finish, board the platforms. I think those should sort of come in. Um, so again, Axel, I think that if you noticed, there's a lot of games that were on the Nintendo Wii U that they re-released on the Nintendo Switch as a deluxe. So really perfect example I would say is think about Mario Kart, right? Mario Kart came out as as one game on the Wii U, and then later on they started to release additional tracks and stuff like that. And what they did at the end is they ended up pretty much porting that all that content from the Wii U into one cartridge, which is now Super Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So pretty much getting everything that people missed from Wii U or enjoyed on Wii U, putting it in one nice package and putting that into Nintendo Switch Mario Kart Deluxe. So I personally think if you're saying, will there ever be a Smash Bros. 6? I would be happy, honestly, if they did Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with a bunch of patch updates, with race to the finish, board the platforms, break the targets, and also had all the DLC, like everything from Plant to Sora all in that one new cartridge, I think honestly like that would still be a legit game that people should pick up. So that's my take on the next Smash. I think mechanically it works. I think the roster is still sick. I don't think they need to add personally. So that's what I think. Lifelight is a dope song. I will not disagree there. The soundtrack of Smash and all that other types of stuff is legit. But I'm saying mechanically, I don't think they need to do that much more. I don't think they need to increase the roster. We're already at like 80, 90 characters, so people are already paralyzed by choice. So that's my take. But I love that you're asking that, and definitely a good choice there. Um, Lighter Bandit is saying it was great, tons of Easter eggs, and almost better than the original. I can't wait to see it again. Like I know that I haven't seen it yet, but definitely will be tuning into that for sure. But let's get into this DK battle though, this giant DK. So again, let's see if we can get the DK Defender. The DK Defender bonus happens when you uh, save your partners or prevent them from dying here. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch some of these guys. I don't know how well I'm gonna do, seeing as Kirby is a very light character and we have a super heavy with armor on top of that. All right, come on. Uh-oh. Come on, survive, Luigi. Oh, Luigi did not recover. He had totally the ability to recover and did not. So, oh, let's switch here. I just realized I'm not on. Uh-oh, don't get the hammer, bro. And somehow I got the slow star KO. All right, sure. All right, you're out. You're out of here. Yeah, Lifelight is a good song, and there are hundreds, I think nearly 1,000 tracks on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? You have music from every single character in the game, which is unheard of. So, yeah. One thing about Lifelight though, like that opening song that you're talking about, I believe that girl, I think the girl who sang it, I don't think they told her what the song was for. Um, so funny enough, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of funny to say that you worked on a project and you're one of the most famous voices in gaming history, I would say, because I would say Smash Brothers is literally a game about gaming history, um, or has it's like a built-in catalog of everyone's childhood, and I can't even get on this block. So hold on, let's get back up there. Maybe I'll try the Mario Tornado. Okay, slow and steady. There we go. So we got back at it. But in any case, yeah, Lifelight, dope song. Um, Personally, when I play, when I'm building battle arenas and stuff like that, I will rely on older like music actually from this game. So the game or the at the end of multiplayer matches in when you're playing like free for all and stuff like that character select sound screen and end match screen. I like to bring in there. I like to bring in the Super Smash Brothers version 2 theme. And definitely Mega Man. There's a Mega Man 2 medley, not the modern version, the classic 8-bit version. That is my jam. Mega Man. If y'all don't already know, again, we did Mega Man X, and X2 and X3 actually, on my retro gaming night stream in the past. So that's definitely something big. And I think even, as I'm not sure if I said this before, but Mega Man 2 and 3 were probably the NES games that I played the most. I didn't play that much Mario, to be honest. Like, Mega Man was definitely more intense, a lot cooler to play back when I was a kid. And that's also, what makes, I think, Mega Man such a great character, or why I love Mega Man in Smash so much, is because I feel like the moveset translates so well to this game. And I will continue to play Mega Man for years to come. And I just got bodied with an up throw, or I guess not even an up throw, just a throw. Because there is no up and down throw in this game. There's forward and back throw. Again, they only introduced the up and down throws in Smash Melee on the GameCube in 2001. So that was another thing I was mentioning. Playing this game, on top of like adjusting to hit stun and other things like that in the game, I'm reaching for phantom moves. Like, you'll see me jumping in the air or moving side. Like, there's no cape. Like, I'm pressing side and B, like thinking that there's a cape to reflect that's going to come out. Or even earlier when I was playing as Samus, and I jumped up in the air. One, you can't charge the beam in the air, and two, you can't power missile either. So again, a lot of these phantom moves that I'm, thinking that are going to come out. Got a question here from Axel, asking if I miss Mario's Wario alt. Absolutely. I think that, personally, going to the alts and skins and stuff like that, as a bigger, broader question, is yes, I miss the Wario alt, and two, I personally don't care too much for the Mii skins, like the Mii Gunner and and Fighter Brawler and Swordy. But what I do think and wish that they did is I wish that they just released more character skins. Like, I would pay, specifically for, as I say that, I would pay for the Wario skin for Mario. I would pay for the fusion suit, not the fusion inspired suit. If you click over to the next skin in Samus's suit on Smash Ultimate, it's the blue and yellow and pink, style of the fusion suit. But it's not that symbiotic actual fusion suit from Game Boy Advance. So I'm saying it would be sick to, to actually have those suits, or even maybe some of the inspired suits from the Metroid Prime Hunters game on Nintendo DS. Like, I think main character skins would have been a much more cool DLC play versus these, me costumes and stuff like that. But again, that's my take on that there. What about you? Like, what do you think? Do you agree that you would pay, for your I guess like a skin for your main versus a random skin for a Mii? Like, I think that it makes a lot more sense. You want to customize the character that you play the most. You don't want to just buy a random skin. You know what I mean? For and then play as a brawler or a sword fighter or a gunner. But I don't know. Maybe people disagree. All right, we got regular Mario versus Metal Mario here. Let's see if I can. Just doing damage. Yeah, you'd pay for an alt, right? I feel like that makes more sense. Everyone has a main. Everyone has pocket and side characters. If you play Smash, So if you're gonna play them enough, just like I feel like with any other game, you know what I mean, that people play, I feel like as long as it doesn't change the attributes, that's what's important to me. Like, I don't want I wouldn't want to pay for a Metal Mario skin and then find out that oh, now that skin, you know what I mean, made you like super heavy or increased your attack power. Like, I don't want any of that. But you know what I mean, give me again a really cool looking suit, from past games, Tanuki Tail, Not even just like the item Tanuki, but just give me a Tanuki Tail Mario. Maybe 8-bit Mario. Give me, you know, Super Mario 3, Super Mario, like the first one. Give me Mario 3 Mario. Give me Super Mario Land Mario. Like those, you know what I mean? Those types of things, I think would be cool. And maybe you can buy a character pack where, like, you buy if Mario's your main, there's 3, 4 skins in that pack, or you get to pick them. I think that would be much better use of people's money if they are into the DLC thing. And yeah, main focus is it needs to be aesthetic. It can't be game altering in any way. This guy, and he's taunting on me too. He's like, so, eat that forward air, bro. And he comes up with the Shoryu, the metal Shoryu. This guy's like the Akuma of Smash right now. Gotta hit him with that Satsui no Hado. There we go. Boom. Hit him with that Satsui no Hammer. Bang! You're gone, bro. Like, again, look at the blast zone in the stage. Like, unnecessarily high ceilings, unnecessarily wide, edges. So, yeah. Axel Tovar says, remember when Meta Knight was a broken character? Absolutely. Meta Knight was the most broken character in Brawl. And so, funny story. I launched Super Smash Bros. Brawl here in Canada in 2008. I was working for Nintendo's agency, Nintendo Canada's agency, and doing all their marketing events from 2006 to 2012. So they rented a gym, a boxing gym called Florida Jacks at Yonge and Dundas, and me and the team had to carry, like, I think something crazy, like 10 refrigerator-sized, like, metal interactives up like multiple flights of stairs to get, these big metal enclosures up there in this boxing gym, and mount the TVs on there, load up the Nintendo Wii's, and so there's a whole bunch of free play zones, and then I also hosted a 16-man tournament in a boxing ring, and then also did Subspace Emissary on a separate console. But that was way before anyone knew about how advanced the game would be and how the meta would sort of play out. And sure enough, Meta Knight, such a broken character, being able to pretty much be invisible, flight, like in the craziest recovery, like I don't know if a lot of people on the stream remember that game, but with Pit, Meta Knight, and Charizard, you were able to literally fly. Glide, you know what I mean, by holding the jump button. I believe it was you hold the jump button and you can, keep swooping up and down to recover. Like, you had people like recovering under the stage, and just some really nutty stuff. But sure enough, Meta Knight was eventually banned in the Brawl scene, and it's definitely part of Smash history. Like, having banned characters in the game. Like right now. We're going through a couple more bans in the way that competitive Smash is being played. There is, Steve. Steve is banned from most or all tournaments now because there's some type of tech where he becomes intangible or something to that effect, and just completely breaks the game. There are some other scenes as well that have been banning Kazuya Mishima. So if you want to see how that character plays, definitely look up Riddles on Team Liquid and T. I can't recall if T is sponsored, but T is a Japanese player. Both of those pro players will use Kazuma Mishima from, again, the Tekken series, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. People say Kazuya is broken, but ultimately, that's just because I feel people. They don't like the matchup. They don't like, being able to kind of get, hit with these like touch of death combos, with electric wind god fist and stuff like that. So, the short answer is I don't think Kazuya should be banned. I think the fact that it's all skill based on players to really utilize that kit. Like, it's not like the character is carrying them. You need to know how to use that character to win, or not carrying them entirely. That's, I don't know. What do you guys think? So Axel is saying, Young and Blur, Florida Jacks, yo, Lighter Bandit knows. I used to go see Lighter Bandit at Web Central, Web Station, something at like Young and Wellesley when Lighter Bandit worked there back when we were teenagers. And it was one of those LAN centers, and Lighter Bandit would hook me up with free time at this web cafe for me to play. I don't even know what I was playing, like a little bit of StarCraft, maybe some CS, like old school PC games at that place. Web Station, that's the one, bro. All right, we got Alex Tavar saying, I would like to see all current Smash characters in polygon form. Yo, straight up, like, again, how sick would that DLC be? Just like polygon skin pack where it's like exactly that last match that y'all were watching with everybody like again just bare polygons, like no no color, no skin, no whatever else. I don't know if I'll ever get that. Can we? Oh, there we go. Get off me. That breaks shield. Just so you all know. Yeah, if you take those 2 pokes from that move, that will break your shield. So don't get hit by that. And I will spin attack you, spin attack you again. Headbutt, headbutt. Woo. Axel Tavar is asking me who do I think Master Hand is supposed to be. I think Master Hand is supposed to be us, bro. I think it's, if you watch here, and I'll show you what I mean. Watch when the Mario dummy drops. After, right now. Sure, oh wait. I'll hit him with the Shoryu. Shoryuken. Alright. Watch. You're going to see the Mario doll drop, and then you're going to hear the door close. Wait for it. Wait for it. Very hard clear. Boom. Mario doll drops. Person is walking away, right? Our POV, it's like we're walking backwards. And then the door closes. So, no. Don't want to get too like philosophical here, but in my mind, we are Master Hand. Like it's us playing with the toy. And you even see it in the very beginning. You see it in the opening scene here. Let's skip to the very opening of the Smash game. You see a desk, you see like action figures, like dolls that are just kind of like on the table, and then Master Hand picks it up, and then you go into the Smash game. Number 1, you're great. Awesome. Let's go here. Watch, right here. Boom. Master Hand's floating, picks up a couple figures, the Fox figure, drops it on the desk, spotlight's on, gets another, moves some things around, drops the Link there, and 3, 2, 1, boom. They're on the map and they're fighting. So I don't know. In my mind, Master Hand is us as kids using their imagination. They're using these action figures, you know what I mean, that they have in that chest, tossing it on there, and just I don't know, messing around with the diorama, just kind of clashing like action figures around and stuff like that. So that's who I think Master Hand is. I think Master Hand is literally, you, the user, interacting with your collectibles, with your toys, your action figures, whatever you want to call them. But that's my take. That's my take. All right, let's get it into next screen. Again, if you're tuning in right now, we've gone through a couple Smash matches right now, but today is the anniversary again in 2000, or not in 2000, on April 26th, 1999 is when Super Smash Brothers, this game, came out on the Nintendo 64. And so this is a Nintendo 64 game. We are playing on a GameCube controller. This was released with Super Smash Brothers. I got this in Japan, so it's a Smash branded Smash 4 logo over here. So it's a GameCube controller that's plugged into my Nintendo Wii. So the Nintendo Wii, if y'all don't remember, it had something called the Virtual Console, kind of similar to the Nintendo Switch Online, which is basically their built-in emulator. So playing on the Nintendo Wii, using the Nintendo 64 Virtual Console on the Nintendo Wii, running Super Smash Bros. 64, and then having the GameCube controller plugged in. So again, 3 generations of Nintendo to be able to run this stream. There are a couple weird things I was telling people earlier too. Not in regards to the game itself, but in regards to my setup. You might be able to see some scan lines that are kind of like going like diagonal, I guess this way. Yeah, and that's because I'm actually using an HDMI converter out of the back. So with the Nintendo Wii, you usually, again, use the regular RCA jacks. That's the red, white, and yellow audio cables. The other thing that they released for progressive scan, which is 480p at that time, was component cables. So that's red and white for audio, left and right audio, and then red, blue, and green for three visual inputs, and that would allow for, again, 480p progressive scan. So again, kind of weird that this adapter here is giving me these scan lines, but it still plays well. We have a question now, again, from Axel Tavar. Can Luigi be considered the first Echo Fighter? That is a great question. Let's go into the menu here. So, okay, look at this roster here. So again, before, when you first start this game, Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff are not selectable characters. You have to unlock them by doing very specific challenges. I believe, again, one is beating the game under a certain amount of time. I think beating the game once, you get Jigglypuff automatically. I think if you beat it fast, you get Captain Falcon. I think you beat it under 10 minutes or something like that. Ness and Luigi, I believe, are, break the targets and board the platforms. Those training mode challenges, I think you need to clear it with everybody, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. But something to that effect. Now, what he's saying, for those who don't know what Echo Fighters are, so Echo Fighters were, I guess, coined the term of clones. We're gonna, you know what I mean? We'll call them kind of clones, in the sense that, you have Pit and you have Dark Pit, right? You have Marth, you have Lucina, you have Samus, you have Dark Samus, you have Daisy, you have Peach. So in this iteration of Smash, everyone has a unique kit except for Mario and Luigi. So Mario and Luigi, obviously the Mario brothers, the way that their kits differ are more so in their specials. I think that their standard attack kits are pretty much one and the same. I don't think that there's any significant difference. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But Mario, I'll go through the specials. So Mario's Fireball, it bounces. So you throw it, it bounces, it continues to bounce and move forward, just like it did in all the classic Mario titles since the beginning of time. Luigi's, when you shoot a fireball, it goes straight. So it does not hit the ground at all. It literally goes straight towards the enemy, like in a direct line. So that's the first difference between Mario and Luigi's special. The down special is the Mario and Luigi Tornado. I think both of them are the same. I don't think that they do much difference. I could be wrong again, but the one huge difference with Mario and Luigi's uppercut, the super jump punch, the triple jump up B, is Mario, when you connect with people, you'll get a multi-hit and the coins will kind of fly out. With Luigi, if you do that on contact, and I mean if you get that first frame and you're literally touching your opponent and do the uppercut, it could be a kill move. You'll hear like a super loud sound and they'll light up on fire and they'll go up. So I think that, yes, like to Axel's question, Luigi could be considered the first Echo Fighter in Smash Brothers, and I think that was kind of the way that maybe they were trying to differentiate and kind of give them that Ryu-Ken kind of vibe, right? Where Ryu has the stronger and better Hadouken because he could do a regular Hadouken and a Shakunetsu, which is like the full circle or half circle, not quarter circle, to get the flame fireball, and then Ken has the flaming uppercut, the flaming Shoryuken. So let's go into training mode and show you that really quick. Training mode. All right. Let's go Mario and Luigi, and we'll actually show that in real time. Here we go. So let's go to clean stage. Let's go to Hyrule. All right. So you have your jump, you have your regular punch kick combo, you have your tilt, you have your down tilt, you have your up tilt, you have your forward smash, you have your down smash, you have your up smash, and again, watch this. So I'm gonna go further so you can see it from a distance. Boom, it bounces, right? You see that. And it goes pretty damn far too. All right, Mario Tornado, down B, and they get pulled into that tornado and then they pop up. Now, one thing that some people don't know about this game is you can use Mario Tornado as a recovery tool. And what I mean by that is if you rapidly mash the B button or the special button after you initiate that Mario Tornado, you actually get vertical height. So when you're out here, you can actually use that instead of using your up B attack. So something to consider. Now, do not do this in any other version of the game. Or maybe, sorry, you might be able to do it in Melee, but definitely don't do it in Brawl. Don't do it in Smash 4 on Wii U, and don't do it in Ultimate because that's your flood. That gets you the water pack coming out, so you don't want to SD off stage like that. But yes, consider doing it on stage because it works. You could also chain your drill into that to some degree, and then with that hit stun, just kill them with an up smash. But let's get into showing the uppercut as well before we get too far off course here. All right, let's get you off here. There we go. So again, if I'm right beside him and I press up B, no, here you go. Here are the coins. Doesn't really do too much, you know. No knockback, you know, you're just racking up damage, right? So that's Mario. Let's go with Luigi, because he was asking again, is Luigi considered the first clone, or Echo Fighter rather? And yeah, I think so. So let's go back to where I experimented with the fireballs on the side here. So look at that. Straight. Right? Just a straight fireball. Before, when I was up here with Mario, they were bouncing, arcing down onto that platform, hitting the middle, bouncing and hitting Mario. So they do not go nearly as far, nor do they bounce. Let's go back into the... Looks like the jab combo is the same. Down tilt, forward tilt, up tilt, side smash, down smash, up smash, pretty much all identical. And so we did that. Let's go with the Luigi Tornado. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat. Let's wait for that tornado to go away. Remember, when I did the Mario Tornado, there's that vacuum effect that actually keeps them in. But look, when I do the Luigi Tornado, it does not. It pops them up right away. Look at that. See that? Interesting. I don't know if I knew that or maybe I forgot. And then the other thing is, remember I told you, if you do the Luigi uppercut, here, let's do this. If I move Mario to the edge here, okay, I'm gonna do the uppercut from below. So you just get that coin effect, right? Now, if you are touching the opponent and you do the uppercut, boom, KO. Right, at high percentage, but you need to get that on contact. You need to get that on the first frame, pretty much, you know, right up against the opponent here. So let's try that again. Let's do it from here. Boom, 19%. Otherwise, like I said, if you're not too close, or let's do it here. See, if you catch it at any other part, doesn't really do much. But again, when you're right up against them, bang, hit him with that. And for reference as well, we talked about, you know, can you use the Luigi Tornado? Like, we know the Luigi Tornado will not have that vacuum effect, but again, if you mash B, you can get some vertical height to it. So, all right. What other questions you got? Axel's towing the line here, talking about different different things about the game, which are great things to talk about. You know, we're talking about different types of skins, and you know, first and foremost, I talked about, you know, bringing these practice modes back. You know, break the targets, race to the finish, board the platforms. I think those need to come back. We talked about DLC and Smash Ultimate. You know, there's obviously no more DLC characters coming out, but I think that it would be awesome if you could buy alt skins through Smash Ultimate for your main character. That would be awesome. And then we talked about Echo Fighters. Again, Luigi, he asked, would Luigi be considered the first Echo Fighter? And I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because him and Mario have, you know, a very similar kit. They're not identical, but in this game, they're the only two characters that have, you know, that have the most similar moves. Like, in a way, I guess you could say, you know, Jigglypuff was maybe like a Kirby clone or Echo Fighter, or well, not even. No, I'm not even gonna say that. They're both floaty characters. They're both pink puffs, but you know, from a kit perspective, no, they're not. Look how cheap that boomerang is. Again, the hit stun in this game is redonk. Am I dead? No, I could have been dead though. Yeah, let's go, boy. Go back in there. Go back in there. He's dead. I didn't even need to go out there for that, but whatever. Alright, I'll show you another thing here. I was telling a friend the other day, when you're playing in a free-for-all with Kirby, some people tend to do this. Watch, they'll use the absorb and then they'll press B. So when you press B, you absorb their, you know, their power, which allows you to, you know, do this egg ability or whatever, right? As cool as that is, and most characters, you know, have some pretty cool abilities. The other thing you can do with Yoshi, wow, and I just ST because I was too close to the edge. The other thing you can do with Yoshi is you can grab someone. Come on. Oh, let's go. Come on, help me out here. And you can use them as ammo. Look at that. Come on. Oh, the Beedrill Storm. We're gonna wanna get out of here. We're gonna stay on this level here to avoid that entire Beedrill Storm. That's one thing. If anyone drops a Beedrill in this game, depending on what level it hits, they'll spawn only at a certain horizontal distance. So be mindful of that. Let's do this again. Let's see. I'm just gonna hold this and wait for someone to come to my trap. Run the trap. Come on. This AI is... There we go. Nope. Let's try it again. Damn, this guy. Let's try again. Nope. Nope. Recover. There we go. Come on, come down. The star's not flying far enough. Boom. There's one. Let's try again. Nope. Let's go. They're jumping out of it. They're getting smart. Come on. I can do this all day. Let's go, you dumb dinos. I don't want your power. Oh, and he killed his own boy. Okay, let's say goodbye to this. There we go. On to the next. Kirby. Dangerous character, especially in 64. Like I mentioned with that hit stun, that down air drill in this game is absolutely ruthless. So be careful. Kirby has lots of jumps, and that drill does damage. So let's see if I can. Probably could have kept that up tilt going, but. Ooh, he got me. Let's go. Oh, Fox. See how dumb that move is? See ya. You dead? Ooh. Get off the stage, bro. That's it. The most delayed, like I said, like it's like the most like anticlimactic, like when people die sometimes in this game because they're flying so far, so slow, and you just have to wait for them to get to their destination to actually die. Let's go here. Back up here. Oh, come on. Back around. Come on, more questions. Let's talk about it. Lighter Bandit, what's good? Axel, what else you got for me? Let's talk about some Smash trivia. Again, if you're just tuning in now, this is the anniversary of Smash 64. Came out in 1999, so 26. Is that? Am I right? Am I mathing right? 26 years ago? 24 years ago? Crazy. All right. We have Fox on the team. Gonna jump up with the cutter immediately. Damn. Whoa, what happened to my jumps there? Yo, these bros are killing me right now. Alright, let's drop this on him. With the stage spike, that's untechable in this game. Hitting that under part of that Lego block looking bumper on the side there is not a techable area. You can tech in this game, and that's exclusively the floors and the ceilings, I believe. You cannot tech every surface, which is something that they added in Super Smash Bros. Melee. So, let's see here. Ooh. Come on, Luigi. Let's go. See ya. Yeah, again, super anticlimactic. Hitting that back wall. Lucky number 3. Let's go. All right, Pika. Now I'm gonna do my best to force him into the Pokemon door, but let's see what's good. And if you like what you see, again, any support for the stream is appreciated. I'm not monetizing or doing anything of that to that effect just yet, but I do want to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So again, if you like retro games, if you like Smash, if you like Zelda, which I'll be streaming when it comes out in the next couple weeks, please show some love for the stream. Either hit me with a like, ask questions, get engaged with the stream here. And if you really dig it, then a sub to the stream would be appreciated. Boom, hit him with the drill. See what I mean? Like that drill is disgusting. But yeah, any support for the stream is appreciated. Trying to do this as often as possible, and we'll be raising money for Extra Life. I gotta add my Extra Life link to this stream. I'm part of a super team page for Playfly Esports and a Star League. So we help raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So that's a cool thing that we do. At my job, we've raised, I think, somewhere in the realm of $28,000 in donations this year, which we're super proud of. Yeah, we'll be doing more events in the years to come. Excited to do more. I'm actually flying out to Indianapolis this weekend for the NA Star League Grand Finals. So we host, again, first and foremost, we operate the largest collegiate esports league in the world, and so we'll have our grand finals for a bunch of esports titles at Butler University on Saturday and Sunday. So we have League of Legends, Rocket League, Valorant, Overwatch, Smash, Rainbow Six, CS:GO. What am I missing? Call of Duty. So those are the seven. Yeah, those are the 7 titles that we'll be streaming this weekend. So I'll be flying out there, and excited to be there because, again, Extra Life. Going back to what I was talking about with raising money for Extra Life, we'll have some people from Extra Life there, talking about donations, talking about what the organization is all about, and it will be really cool to meet them in the flesh. We did a Rocket League tournament for them a couple months ago, which was really great, and we ended up sending a couple of the top performing teams to Orlando. So yeah, let's get up here. How did that miss? That was, Samus got robbed there. Let's go. DK is a beast. Literal beast. Is that it for stay alive? Wow, I star KO'd somehow. Yo, what? I'm gonna stay here invincible. Alright, how long can I up tilt this guy? Again, so anticlimactic. Constantly doing up tilts into an up smash and him star KOing in the slowest possible way. Again, just something really funny about this game. All right, let's board these platforms. Oh. Do we gotta break through this? Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh, I guess I can't get that anymore. That sucks. Sucks. Unless there is a way. Is there a way? Oh, brutal. Brutal. There's no way to cancel out of that. What can you do? Clearly, I don't know my my Yoshi limit or Kirby limitations rather. All right, Kirby versus Kirby. We got these Pac-Man-esque Kirby dudes, or maybe Kirby just has jaundice. One of the Simpsons. I think that's what Peter says in Family Guy when they go to Springfield Chris is like, Dad, why is everyone yellow? It's like jaundice. Everybody has jaundice. Whoa, yo! He just grab KO'd me with an SD. I didn't know that was possible in this game. Um, there are kill throws, grab kill throws in other versions of the game. I did not know that that existed in Smash 64, to be honest. Kirby has one of the coolest ones in Smash Melee, where you can you can suplex SD people, which is crazy. You just literally hang on the side of the stage, facing inwards, and you can grab someone and you'll jump backwards and do like a suplex KO. Now you got to watch out because they can probably shake out of it if they mash. So that's definitely something to consider. All right, Samus, let's go. Gonna try again. Trying to get Samus with a drill KO. Super slow. Look at that. Clearly shield poke should be a thing. But not a thing in this game. I got greedy. I went in for the oof. I was gonna say I went in for the drill, in for the kill, but that did not work out in my favor. Now we got Sammy here. We have Anadius Munoz asking, what did I use to download Smash 64? Dude, I was saying this is not an emulator. This is not this is a legit copy of Smash 64 on the virtual console. Boom. So I'm playing this on my Nintendo Wii. So when the Wii came out, if y'all remember, there's something called Virtual Console, right? So you could download the Virtual Console, go online, and then you could download Virtual Console games, NES, Super NES, and N64. So it's on my Wii, right over here beside me. So I know that some people do use emulators and all that other types of stuff. I'm not too savvy on that type of stuff, so yeah, I don't know. I do actually also have the Nintendo 64 in storage. I just thought it was easier to use my Wii Virtual Console instead of this. But yeah, thanks for asking. Thanks for engaging. That's for sure. Because it is the anniversary of Smash, and that's why we're playing Smash 64 today. Like, this is a game that I used to play religiously with my cousins. So at the time when this came out in 1999, my cousins we all lived in the same house, grandma's house. Just keep smashing this guy. Thanks. But yeah, no, we lived together, and it was pretty cool. My cousin RJ was Mario. Johnny was Link. Josh was Fox, and I was Samus. And yeah, that was the thing to do. We all had our mains, and we all used to just kick it in free-for-alls and teams. And then I started playing, I guess, like competitively, if you want to say it, in high school. So we would bring the N64 to school. I would ask my my teachers to see if we can borrow a TV or play during spares. So we had a big ring of fighters. I think about 20 friends that we used to kind of just chill in one of the empty classrooms, that we would just kick it, and play Smash during our spares. We would do, free-for-alls, one-on-ones, 2v2s. And there was also a really cool event that we did for charity called Wakeathon. And it sounds funny, but I mean, you had to pull an all-nighter at school, and there was just a bunch of people that just stayed on campus, and one of the things we were able to do is I ended up getting keys to the AV room where the big projector was, and I hooked up my Nintendo 64 to that AV setup, and that blasted it into the cafeteria auditorium area, and it was the size of the friggin' wall, like of that huge, auditorium area. I even ran down from the projection booth into like this onto the stage just to see, how big the character was, and like the characters were life size, like or if not bigger, um, which is crazy. But yeah, that was back in the day, back in the day. But yes, Smash 64 again. Currently, you know, obviously playing through a legit 64, like actual hardware console. Then there's this version that's on the virtual console. And I believe those are the only two legit versions of, Smash or Smash 64 rather, that are available to play. So I know it's probably not the answer that Ing Munoz was looking for, but that currently is, those currently are the two ways to play this game to this date. I don't doubt that they'll release this game on Switch online based on some of the new titles that they've been offering. But maybe they're working on, I don't know, the online capabilities and stuff like that, hoping, you know what I mean, that they are offering that type of stuff. Because that would be cool. It would be cool to see this on Switch, to kind of bring some nostalgia back. I don't know if Melee would ever get to that point, but, who knows? Maybe for the next generation. Personally, I don't foresee, GameCube Virtual Console coming to Nintendo Online in the near future. I think that might be a next gen. Thing, which they do on whatever the successor is to Nintendo Switch right now. But yeah, let's go. Let's try this one more time. Let's go, Kirby.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yoshi polygon. You guys were on when Axel Tavar was on the line. One of the things that Axel said was it would be awesome to see character alt skins like this, like the polygon versions of them, and I agree. I think it would be pretty cool to see a regular polygon, version of characters, not just and I died. See what I mean? Like the comically late delay. Curves. Oh, come on. There we go. I think that's Mario. This one here was a laser. Pikachu is that one with the pointy. Oh, no way. There's no way. Let's go. That's Captain Falcon. That tall polygonal guy. This is Fox. That's Fox up here. Yeah, this guy. Up kicks. This is Mario. That's Yosh. That's Kirby. Accordion looking dude. That's Link. Jigglypuff. DK. That's it. One more. Die. Let's go. Alright. Master Hand. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. and we'll wrap her up. All right, we're gonna go heavy on drill and probably up smash. Watch out for the fire. Sniped. Now that's a shield break. Drop it like that. Ooh, we live in. Oh, what? Again, comically late delay. Here, we're gonna just drop it on him. Bang. Whoa, 1 HP. That's a little trick there. Bang. Sorry, bro. That's all she wrote. All right. That is, I think, the third time we did Samus. We've done Mario, and now we've done Kirby. So that's three wins on stream. All right. Kirby figure drops. The individual walks away. The door closes. And fitting to have this end right now. But again, if you're here, thank you so much for joining. As we mentioned, it is the anniversary of this game, Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo 64, released on April 26, 1999. Hope you enjoyed what we were doing today. We played through some classic mode. We played some break the targets practice, some board the platforms practice. You saw the race to the finish, all of which I think should be brought back into the latest version of Smash. A couple of the questions that people had: is Luigi the original Echo Fighter? I think so. He pretty much has all of Mario's moveset, with the difference of the tornado. Mario's has a vacuum effect. Luigi's does not. Luigi's up B kills on contact at high percent. Mario's does not. Mario's fireballs bounce. Luigi's do not. But otherwise, their kit is the same. Everyone else in this game has an absolutely unique kit. So I would say yes. Alex's question, I think he's the first Echo Fighter. Other things we were talking about are alt skins and DLC. I think that alt skins specifically for your main character are much more valuable than just the Mii Gunner, the Sword Fighter, and the Mii Brawler. So again, hopefully, fingers crossed in future, you can get new skins for the main characters, not just the Mii fighters. What else did we talk about? We talked about polygon skins would look cool as well, and yeah, I think that's all. You know what I mean? Like, this started again the genre of plat fighters. So anybody who's playing Brawlhalla, Nick, um, Multiverses, Rivals of Ether, like games like that, you know, Rushdown Revolt, can all thank, you know what I mean, HAL Labs, Masahiro Sakurai, Satoru Iwata for really bringing this type of genre into the mix. When really around this time, like I said, we had what, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, we had Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Um, I think some of the other arcade games were coming out from Capcom, like more like the Alpha series and even X-Men vs Street Fighter, stuff like that. All of which, you know, King of Fighters, all of which are very much you know, the standard box sort of format. Like, this was the game that allowed you to, you know, you didn't have a life bar. You had a percentage, you know, meter instead of a life bar. You had an open space camera. So again, if you wanted to go out to the side of the map, you could do that, and the camera would zoom out. So there were a lot of different mechanics here that were introduced, and I think that especially for people who play platform games, that's where it really translated well. to kind of introduce a new genre of fighting and party games. But in any case, thank you for joining again the Super Smash Brothers Nintendo 64 anniversary stream. And if you're looking for anything else in terms of content, I stream Smash, I stream retro games, and happy to take any requests for the viewers that are on today. The other thing as well is, any likes and comments, subscriptions would be appreciated. I don't really care to monetize the channel just yet, but I am looking to grow my follower base. And be sure to follow me on all my socials right down below. Kuya Kicks on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram to check out my reels and toy photography. But otherwise, we will catch you on the next one, and thanks for joining. See ya.